the rental sector is another very important tipping point. And I was pushing back against the idea earlier on that everyone was saying, "Oh, the rental crisis is over." The rental vacancy rates are going up, and I was seeing in my surveys more and more people saying, "I'm being asked to pay an additional 10% on my existing rental property, and I can't afford to do that, but I can also not afford to move somewhere else because I can't find anywhere else. I'll have to pay more anyway." So whilst the official advertised rents might have actually moved down a little, although I don't think they did for very long, the real rents for real people continue to climb, and it's getting worse.
Yeah, absolutely. So the rental crisis is absolutely getting worse, and I've got a very comprehensive chart pack here to actually go through it because I've looked at this issue in detail, and just to give a quick snapshot where we are. So the chart on the top left, that's from CoreLogic, now Cotality. Again, that's at the end of 2024, and what it showed is that at the end of last year, the rental crisis was the worst. The share of income spent on rents was at its highest ever level, and the the chart on the right also comes from Cotality's June quarter rental review. And what it showed is that over the last 5 years, the median rent in Australia, the median weekly rent has gone up by $200. So that's $200 per week extra that Australians are paying to rent the median home. Now, that's an increase of 43% in 5 years. And what it means is that the typical renter in Australia is now paying $10,350,000 more to rent a home than they were 5 years ago. So that's, when you think about that, that is a massive hit to disposable income. And especially when you think about the fact that renters are typically lower income earners than homeowners. So we're talking about more vulnerable people paying on the median renter paying an extra $10,350 per week just to put a roof over their head. It's quite disgusting, really. And, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what caused this. And I've got two charts here, Justin Farbo again. And it's the massive surge in immigration. So the chart on the left shows the temporary visa holders in Australia. And we know that temporary migrants are the ones who typically rent, right? So they're basically the ultimate flow measure of migration. And you can see that when the temporary migrants left at the start of the pandemic, the chart on the right is the advertised rents by SQM Research, rents fell. And then when they surged back in once borders open, rents soared, right? So when Labor came to office in the middle of June 2022, since then, we've had 750,000 extra temporary migrants